another episode.
Right. What? No.
We're back with another episode.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Cook&TalkTV. Today we're going to be talking, but no cooking.
We ain't got no cooking for y'all today.
It's what it is. But we're definitely going to be talking. So today we're going to get into this marriage thing. And so we saw it only fitting to let you guys know how we met.
Funny story, man. Funny story.
So I don't know if it's that funny, but we'll definitely get into how we met since we're going to talk about marriage a little bit. Probably have a few episodes on marriage. So again, like I said, we thought it only fitting that we tell you guys how we met.
So how we meet?
What's up?
Oh.
Johnny. What?
What's up, blood?
What's up, what?
What's up, blood?
How we meet?
This is how we met. So, let's see. Well, okay. So we initially met at the workplace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we initially met at the workplace.
Both in our own situations.
Both doing our own things.
Situations.
Nothing there. We just met there. Nothing else to it.
I was doing security.
You know, I'm waiting on some action to jump off in here. You heard what Mr. Molly said. We top flight security of the world, Craig.
Right, and I was doing something totally different from that, but that is basically where we met initially. I guess some years passed. I even think I left that building, and he may even have left that particular building. And it was some years later that we kind of crossed paths again. The second time we crossed paths was out at a nightclub one night. I was hanging out with some girlfriends, and I guess he was hanging out with some of his guys or whatever. And we ran into each other coming out of a club. We were both coming out of two separate clubs or whatever.
In two separate states of minds, too.
In two separate states of minds, meaning he may have been
I was a little gone.
a little intoxicated. Maybe. I don't drink, so we was on two different levels, which that's fine. That's not a problem. But anyway, so we coming out, and I don't know so many people, but I happened to glance to my right for whatever reason. I just saw somebody that I recognized or whatever. And I immediately look over and I see him. I'm like, I think I know him. And I'm like, oh, hey, it's you. Yeah, like that, right? And he kind of like, yeah, what's up?
Kind
of like that, like, oh yeah, what's up? And I'm like, oh, what's up, yo? And I'm like, so, okay, so, I'm joking around or whatever. I'm like, like I said, the club is let out, so it's probably after 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And we're, everybody's out there or whatever. And I'm like, hey, won't you walk me to my car? Don't you want to walk me to my car? And I'm joking with him, not knowing whether he's going to say yes or no, but I really was expecting him to say yes. But this dude said, nah, I don't know about all that.
And I'm going to tell y'all why, though.
I don't know about all that. And I'm looking like, I know he didn't. So,
the reason... No, go ahead, finish.
No. Yeah, I'm going to let him tell his reason, but he basically turned me down. Now, y'all, it's after 2 o'clock, so I'm thinking he's going to be a gentleman and walk me to my car. Although, like I said, I was joking. I wasn't expecting anything out of him, but still, I just thought maybe he would be a gentleman and walk me to my car. So he tells me, nah, I'm good. So I'm going about my business. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, cool. That's how you want to play it. It is what it is. So I went about my business. So I'm going to let him tell the rest of that story. I went about my business.
All right.
And
so hold on. I'm going to backtrack a little bit because the reason why I said, nah, I'm good is because the last time we left off, we both knew each other was in a situation. So I didn't know what her situation was. And like I said, I had been drinking a little bit. So my thought was, dang, bro, if I walk around this corner and I don't know, maybe the person that she's with might be out here. I don't know. I don't want to get caught up in no mess. Well, this particular time, I felt like anybody could take me out, right? So I'm like, hey, I'm just like, bro, I'm like, bro, I need to make it to the car, bro. I was a little tipsy. I wasn't trying to be in that type of situation. Now, I was drinking, but I won't that drunk to see this right here. When she asked me to take her to the car, I did say no, right? For a split second, I turned to the left, and I'm like, dang. It kind of like triggered in my mind of, man, maybe I should do it. So I go to turn around, and when I turned around, somebody done picked her up like this in the air, and I'm sitting there like, and she just literally asked me to take her to. I said, "Nah, I'm good." That's what I was like. Yo, I was like, bro, I walked all the way away like,
But
oh,
you know,
no, bro.
But you know, we was all just out all in
Yeah.
fun. It was somebody I knew from school, you
Bruh,
know, went to high
picked her
school
up.
with, middle
I'm talking
school
about-
with, or whatever.
Ultimate Warrior Hogan pick up in the...
Can't believe it. He got him up. He's going for the garage.
I said, oh, nah, she trying to get me. No, I'm gone. I'm about to here.
So anyway, past that, you know, we get past that day or whatever, and I think a short time after that, and it was getting cold. I mean, that was during the summer when I saw him, and later in the year, I say later, but it's probably a month or two later. I don't know. I think I saw him come up on, you know how Facebook goes, the people you may know or something like that. His picture came up or whatever, and I was like, this is homeboy or whatever. I'm like,
She knew all
I'm gonna add him as a friend. So I add him as a friend, and I think, you know, he accepted my my invitation or whatever. But we never talked. We never talked. We never messaged. We never liked any of our pictures. You know, he never liked any of my pictures. Never liked any of his pictures. We just never talked. You know, we accepted the invitation, you know, friendship or whatever on Facebook, but we never talked. So one night, like I said, it had gotten cold. It started getting cold. So one night, I'm just being silly, playing around. But before I said, let me backtrack just a second. Now, when he said that, when he said a minute ago about, you know, when I asked to walk me to the car, and he said he didn't know my status. I'm gonna be totally transparent in the fact that I was separated at that time. So separated meaning, of course, you're still married, but you're separated, and so that was my status at that time. So I do want to kind of put that out there, and that's why he was. And that's why he was hesitant to do that. And I definitely understand it, because I wouldn't put myself in that type of situation either. But anyway, getting back to it. So Facebook, we had friended each other on Facebook, never talked, never spoke. But one night came where I decided I was just being silly, and I posted and I said, basically social media, right? I'm like, it's really cold. And my post basically went like, it's cold out here tonight. Need a cuddy buddy, you know, or something like that, something crazy like that. And so I really wasn't expecting too many people to respond.
Or Cuddy Buddy Alert or something like that.
Yeah,
it was something like that.
Cuddy Buddy Alert or something like that. I didn't expect anybody to respond to that or jump into my DMs or whatever, Messenger or whatever. I was just being silly. But I did figure that at least one person would. And one of those people was this one.
So y'all
and
know.
it was very quick too. He didn't wait too long to respond to that little post before he jumped into that message.
Y'all know how y'all just get on Facebook at the time and you just scrolling, and I see this post and I'm like, hold on now, like, once again I go back to, okay, is she in a relationship or is she just out here right now? So me, being the person I am, I click on the profile pic. I started scheming. I'm all in the pictures, looking at all these pictures. And there was just one picture, right? She had some white shorts on.
Damn!
She had these white shorts on.
To show you guys a picture.
Bruh, I said, before I repost on her, before I hit her or poke her or like this comment, I'm looking at this picture. I looked at that picture and I said, all right, I'm gonna make my move. So I put a little, I don't know what I said.
Oh, I can tell you what he said, since he don't know. He said, basically, hey, what's up? Yeah, I can do that for you. What's your address?
Wait, I did that on the post or I went on the inbox?
Yeah.
I ain't even respond to the post. Don't even respond.
He went straight to my messenger or DMs or whatever you want to call it now. But he went straight to the DMs and was like, yeah, so what's up? Send me your address. I'm like, and I immediately fell out laughing because I really did not expect
I was young, y'all.
Because I didn't, you know, we wasn't interacting on Facebook or anything, so I didn't expect for him to respond. But I thought it was very funny that he did respond. So I hit him back, you know, I'm still joking around too, and I'm like, oh, so really, you know, like, really, dude? I said, okay, you know what? How about we not start with the address? I said, but you know what? I will, you know, I'll send you I'll give you my number, and, you know, maybe we can chat sometime, you know, whatever. So we ended up chatting that night, a little bit that night, and from that point on, we were talking, you know, we talked ever since. And so, of course, we started dating, I guess you want to say,
right? And
formed a relationship, and next thing you know, I was with child,
That's what dating leads.
with my CJ. With much, y'all.
The dating was good.
The dating must have been real
The
good.
dating was good.
So again, like I said, we got to dating and everything, and we dated for quite a. I guess we talked. Well, we dated for a long time. Like I said, we had our son pretty early into the relationship.
Yeah.
I
mean,
my family
sometimes
got
you just-
out of my situation that I was in. Family got out of that. And I guess some years passed or whatever, a couple years, few years passed, and I'm pretty sure we talked about marriage at some point. But I knew that I wasn't really ready to be married again. Just freshly getting out of a marriage. I have been married before, so just freshly getting out of a marriage, I was not sure that I was ready for that step again.
Right. I mean, for me, I guess, like you said, after a couple of years, I was like pushing the issue to get married.
Yes, he was, and I don't even know why. But.
Yeah, I don't know why at the time, but I guess because I always say males, when you get about 25 years old, you start to realize like what you want in your life. But I'm saying at 25, so by that time I'm 28, 29 years old. I'm like, yo, this is the person that I want to be with. Like, I want to have we have a child. I want to be with this person.
Okay.
Side note.
Go ahead and side note it.
I'm gonna tell y'all when I figured out that I really wanted to be with her.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. When did you know? How did you know? Even as I'm saying, even speaking at men in general, not just with you and I or whatever. Just men in general. How do you know when that's the one? She is the one.
You, as a man, you know. Probably within like the first couple of weeks of dating somebody, if you can see yourself long term with that person. Now, when you dating, everything's good, and then all of a sudden you get out of the honeymoon phase, and then you see the real person. Oh, I ain't know she be burping at home like that. I ain't know she did. You know what I'm saying? All that comes along with it. But for me, I know they always say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. I gotta tell y'all, dog, it was snowing here in North Carolina so bad one day. And she was like, we were living in two separate places at this time. And she was like, you wanna come over? And I'm like, bro, how am I gonna get there? Cause I had to look, my car had like low profile tires and rims. I'm like, I can't drive in no snow to come over there. And she was like, I'm gonna come get you.
I got a truck. I can come, I'm good. I can come get you.
I'm gonna come get you, right? So I'm like, oh, all right, cool. Well, I guess we're gonna be snowed in together. It is what it is.
Right.
So she came and picked me up. So this is my first. It's probably like the first time I came to her house, right? So I walk in, I open the door, I'm like, smell good in here. I'm like, all right, she can cook. All right, something going on in the kitchen. So she had already started cooking or something before she came and got me. So she was like, you hungry? I was like, yeah, I can eat. Man, she opened up the oven right now. She had every single breakfast meat and eggs and grits that you can. And I'm sitting there like, but who you cooking all this for?
Right. So you have to understand my upbringing. So I had at least probably 3 meats.
3.
That I had cooked.
Who has 3 different breakfast
bacon,
meats?
Sausage and red hots. That's probably the
and the patty sausage and the link sausage and the bacon. And
right. So again, my background. My mom is a cook and she loves to cook. And so growing up, that's what type of you better watch your mouth.
We love
food. You don't.
We
you
love
not
Miss.
call my mama
We love
that.
Miss Cross.
But anyway, she cooked big meals, and when she cooked breakfast, she also cooked a big breakfast. So that is basically where I got that from. Like we don't ever sit down to the table without having at least 2 to 3 different meals, basically in one. And even to this day, we all when my mom cooks, we always have 2 to 3 different things to choose from.
Like I said, she was fixing that breakfast. I was like, okay, this is good. That night, or the night after, a couple of nights after that, dog, she was in the kitchen cooking. I cannot remember what she was cooking. This lady made some homemade gravy. Do y'all know how hard it is to fix gravy? Like, I don't think y'all understand, like, the flour with the, like, she had and hit it perfect on the first one, and I said, oh, no, she the one. She the one right there for me.
Well, the whole cliche, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. That one. But, yeah, I know y'all heard me say on the first episode, I don't cook that often now because I don't.
She don't.
But at first,
I miss it.
you know that's how
She
you have to
reeled
pull them
me-
in.
she reeled me in.
Yeah. So yes, I was cooking a little bit, a little something, a
Gotta
little
be
bit.
quicker than
But
that.
yeah, that whole gravy thing, it really threw him. Like he came in the kitchen, he was like,
Yo,
"What
you ain't
making?
mixing
You
no-
making gravy?
Yeah,
Like,
you know, people be
who
using
taught
the
you?
can.
He's like, who taught you how to make gravy? How you making gravy? I'm like, oh, show me how to cook gravy. I said it took me a number of times to get it right. I said, but I'm good. I got it now.
They be
So
using that
I
canned
showed
gravy.
him how to do it or whatever.
Man,
But
I still don't know how to do it.
Yeah, he still don't make it.
I can
but,
cook, but I can't cook.
yeah,
I ain't
he
got
doesn't
that
make the
yet.
gravy, but so anyway, so that long story short, but that I guess you're telling them how you knew.
Yeah, that's
was
how
the
I
one.
knew. That's how I knew she. That's how I knew she was the one, man. And I made the right decision. How about you? When did you know?
We're gonna talk about that in the next episode. We're gonna talk about that in the next episode. No, but to keep it short and sweet though, but to be real though, for me, because I have been, like I said, married before, whatever. For me, it was the fact that the unconditional love that he shows to me and my children. Get out of here. To me and I say my children, and it's our children now, but at the time they were my children. I had three kids from the previous marriage. So the way that he treated me and my children, he never treated them any different. Even any different than how he treats his son now. The love that he showed to show to me and my kids, you know, that was just something that I knew, you know, like, you know, this is a pretty good dude, you know, whatever. And even outside of that. Yeah, but anyway, even outside of that, you know, like I mean, even very early on, from me meeting him. He was already helping me out with my kids, you know, running, you know, at that point I was a single mother, so, you know, helping me to run them back and forth to basketball practice and things of that nature, coming to their games. So I just knew that was something that let me know that, you know, any man that, you know, gravitates to your kids, you know, especially early on like that, it really speaks volumes. So that's how I knew that, like, okay, he probably got some substance to him. So, but anyway, moving right along, of course. But anyway, yeah. So that's kind of how I knew that he was the one. And we've had our ups and downs, and you know we're gonna continue have our ups and downs, trials and tribulations, because nobody's perfect and nothing's perfect, and nobody's relationship is right. Right. So, you know, and we'll get into some of that later, you know, some of the things that we've been through and, you know, how we overcame those things and how we're still overcoming those things and how we're still learning and growing together. Because, you know, we're changing every day, you know, both of us are changing all the time. So making those adjustments and, you know, just figuring this thing out, you know, figuring this thing out.
All right, y'all. Well, that was the episode, man. Like I said, next time we're going to be back in here cooking. You know, we ain't cooking this time. That's what we known for. But the talking is we here, man, for the real conversations. That's why we made this channel, so we can have these real life conversations with y'all.
Definitely, and we do hope that everybody gets something out of it, and we're hoping to we want to be as transparent as possible, and
because people go through the same things that we go through, and I just want to be able to, especially God from the men, to let y'all know that, you know, there is somebody out there that has gone through the same things that you've gone through, and also, you know, if I can help guide you, because nobody really help me get to where I am with marriage. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be able to pass.
Oh, he's
what
still a work in progress.
Yeah, I'm still
we
a work in progress.
both are.
But I just want to be able to pass on what I'm learning to other men, so that, you know what I'm saying, they don't feel like they're out here alone.
Yep, and if you guys have any questions or anything that you want to talk about,
leave it in the comments.
Let us know,
we're gonna
and
be
we'll try to get on
We're
it.
gonna hit on everything, man. That's what we made the channel for. That's what we're here for. Yeah. We appreciate y'all, man, tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. We appreciate y'all following us.
Definitely.
Follow us on Facebook, man. We got a TikTok page, Instagram. Yeah. We'll put all that links down in the description box. Definitely. Make sure y'all follow us, man. Subscribe to our channel, and we appreciate y'all.
Yep. All right.